Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice, and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by Jim Palmer's famous No Hassle newsletters. Newsletters are the best client retention tool available and the secret to getting more profitable repeat business and the customer referrals you deserve. With Jim's customer-loving content and done-for-you newsletter templates, you'll get your newsletter out the door and into your customers' hands in less than 1 hour per month. Become a member today at www.nohasslenewsletters.com.
One take, Jim. Here we go. You ready?
There we go. Yep.
Hey, everybody. Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru.
You had to say the one take.
I know, right?
Keep rolling.
Hey, everybody. Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, coming to you from Orlando, Florida. We are down here at the GKIC Super Conference. Ran into a good buddy of mine, Henry Evans. How you doing, Henry?
Good, Jim. How you doing, my friend?
Great to see you, man.
Good to see
I
you.
love coming to conferences. You got to get out of your office once in a while. There's more to life than sitting behind your monitor, okay? So on this episode of Newsletter Guru TV, I want to talk specifically to the people who still have one foot on the dock and one foot in the boat as far as wanting to be an entrepreneur and also, you know, just need to make a living and support the family. We all know what that's like,
We've
right?
been there, absolutely.
But, Henry's a good friend of mine. He's been in my coaching program, and he is known as the Hour a Day Entrepreneur, and he has an awesome program. He's got an awesome book, and so let's just go there. Tell us about the Hour a Day concept, how you got started on an hour a day building your business.
Absolutely. So I've always had an entrepreneurial interest, but never actually had the courage to actually go out and do it. And so it was unfortunately after my wife's twin sister passed away in early 2008, I finally realized that, hey, you only live once, you go around this world one time, and if I'm ever going to do it, now's as good a time as any. And so I started working really hard, an hour a day at night. I'd go to work all day, I would stay up with my wife and my children, and then work usually from 8 to 9 or 9 to 10 every night. And so, but I would get a lot done because I was very focused and very concentrated with my effort. And so several people in another mastermind group I was in, they basically nicknamed me the Hour a Day guy. You get more done in an hour than everybody else is getting done all day.
It's so cool how names come to you from other people. Because somebody else called me the Newsletter Guru. I had no idea what to do with that.
Exactly. Yep. And so that's how it started, working an hour a day, and then I then left my job. It was Halloween of 2008. I dressed up as a cowboy on Halloween.
Had you already moved to California at that point? Or?
I had. I actually moved out to San Diego. I grew up in Buffalo, but moved to San Diego in 1998, so I'd been out there for a few years.
But you had always had, Henry, the dream of being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
But just like me, I mean, I had 4 kids at home, the mortgage. There was never a safe time to make that transition.
Right.
Until, you know my story, I lost my job. But then you decided to just, on an hour a day, you started building your business, and eventually you're at the point where you could walk away and keep going.
That's exactly right. So I got to the point where my side business was making more than my daytime job. So I left feeling very comfortable, and then everything, for lack of a better word, fell apart. And I had to reconstruct the entire business from scratch. And so the book I wrote about, and now, you know, I make more in a month than I used to make in a year, and the book is all about how I did that, because I had so many people say, how'd you leave, what'd you do? And at the end of the day, if you believe in your heart, and you have, just like you say, if you're persistent and you don't give up, then you can make it and you can be successful as an entrepreneur, and you can do it starting on just an hour a day.
Yeah, and so here's the cool thing. First of all, let's take the lesson here. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you don't have to just quit and then wonder how you're going to support yourself.
Right.
Start slow and build into it. You know, I often tell people my first year in business was revenue free, which means it took me over a year to get my first client. And actually, even though I was out of work, I went back to work at Target, and I worked like the 4 a.m. shift, and I did that for over a year to bring in some money to, because, you know, the kids wanted to eat, you know how that goes.
You know, it's
put a little food on the
how
table.
They want that.
Yeah, but then I got to a point just like Henry where my business was taken off, and I quit that and just kept going forward. But so one of the things, Henry and I, about 2 years ago, we started talking about what's the next step for the Hour a Day guy.
Right.
So Henry created this Hour a Day Entrepreneur Academy, which is an online training program to help people like yourself who are, if you're watching this and you're going, how do I do this? So let's talk about the Academy.
Absolutely. So it basically takes what I talk about in the book and gives you the step-by-step. So I actually came to my first seminar, Glazer Kennedy seminar, actually before I left the rat race. And the things that I learned, it was great, but it took me years and years to really start absorbing this stuff and getting it. And so in doing all the coaching and training I've done for people, primarily in the San Diego area, I have a lot of coaching members and people that come to my meetings there. I said, okay, if I was going to come up with the 4 things people really need the most in order to succeed, either as a small business owner or as a wannabe small business owner, it all comes down to what your unique selling proposition is, mastering of the marketing, sales and sales persuasion, and then mindset, having the right mindset. So those are the 4 key components of the Academy, which basically gets you up to speed as quickly as possible with how to make money in your business. Because I'll tell you what, as you know, you got enough revenue coming in, enough sales and leads, you can fix pretty much any
That's
other
exactly
problem that comes
right.
up. Yeah.
You know, Harvey, the envelope guy, Harvey, you know, the shirt off your back. What the heck's his name?
Yes.
I know, doggone. Here I am on camera and I forget. But anyway, he's got this book and he says, you know, there's no problem you can't fix with some money.
With some money.
What a total screw up that little segue was. So we'll just forget that. We'll move on. But you know, so one of the things I want to tell people is there's always hope. If you've got the idea, you got a kernel of an idea, there are people that can help you. Henry's a phenomenal resource. So your Our Day Entrepreneur Academy, right? It's online. You've got videos. You've got reports. I think you got all these different ways that people can learn.
Yeah, it's primarily template driven. So things like creating your customer avatar, coming up with your USP. I give you the exercises because I've taught so many people tactically, and everybody says get your USP. You need to have USP like Domino's, but nobody actually shows you step by step how exactly do you do that. And I finally just said I'm going to create it, and I taught it to a bunch of my coaching members, and they all got USPs that were great. And I said, okay, I'm going to put this into the program. But at the end of the day, it's like studying people that are smarter than you. So, I mean, I study people like you, study people that were here at this conference, all the people, I mean, you and I study dozens of people each.
Absolutely.
And then just put it into action. Just take that one action and put some motion into whatever you're doing and set some goals and just move.
You know, the cool thing is, as we're recording this, Henry and I were both in California a week ago, and we were speaking at the Think and Grow Rich Summit.
Right.
So, I mean, let me just give a plug to Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Oh no, we're being invaded. So there's the Think and Grow Rich Summit. So you actually learned some of the mindset. That's one of the most important things. You can have skills. You can have skills out the wazoo, but if you don't have the mindset and the confidence to move forward, it's really going to hinder you. What an awesome treat to spend some time with you, Henry. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jim.
Check out. Is it the Our Day You give the URL.
Yeah. So OurAdayEntrepreneur.com or OurAdayBook.com. That'll actually let you get a copy of the book and check it out.
And of course, you're on Amazon and Kindle and everything
Amazon,
else.
Kindle,
Bestseller, by the way.
iBooks, all of them. Yes,
awesome.
Yes.
And you have a TV show just like I do. It's called the Our Day TV.
OurAday.tv. You got it. Absolutely.
Now, I like coming out to exotic situations like this. Henry is standing on a beach when you're doing your videos. It's so cool. So, folks, if you got some value out of this, and I dare say you did, and I really want you to invest in Henry's book. It's awesome. Then what I'd appreciate very much if you would pay it forward by clicking the share button wherever you're watching this, on YouTube, Newsletter Guru TV, Facebook, wherever. Click the share button and pay it forward. Some of the smart marketing and business building advice that we dispense here every week. Coming up on 4 years, never missed a week.
That's fantastic.
I'm proud of that, actually.
That's fantastic.
And look for ways that you can add more value to what it is that you're doing for your customers, clients, and patients. When you add more value to your existing program, the people who already like you go, holy crap, there's even more to like, and they stay longer. Because it is a fact, Jack, when you have customers, clients, and patients stay longer, they spend more and refer more, and that's how you get new business. So that's a great thing. Before the day's out, look for ways that you can put a smile on somebody's face, all right? This is the year, one random act of kindness at a time. We're going to just make the world a nicer place to live and help people.
Love it. And then listen to what this guy says. Not only is he a great marketer, he's a great human being. I fully endorse everything that Jim does. And
I appreciate that.
Make sure to really listen to him and take what he says to heart, because he's absolutely right.
Cool. We reap what we sow in life and business, so go out there and sow a lot of seeds. My name is Jim Palmer. I'm the host of Newsletter Guru TV, and I'm committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster, and I'll see you for another episode this time next week. You take care.